Now let's get in conversation with my guest today, Abubakar Abdulmutalib Otan, known as Tolibian. Yep, a versatile Nigerian artist. He started with comedy and then just transitioned seamlessly to music. He's done well within the Afrobeat space, a cappella, hip hop. You know, he's dabbled in and around. And joining me on the show, Tolibian, live from our studios in Lagos. Tolibian, it's great to have you on Arise 360. Thanks for joining me. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I was just talking about this earlier, right? I said comedy is one thing. I mean, it's a whole industry on its own. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But then merging that with music, we've seen very few people successfully do it. So what's that experience like for you, just bringing in comedy and music and making it one?
My music has been evolving in a very exciting way. I mean, it's no news. I started with comedy and now I'm doing music professionally. Actually, I don't have any formal music learning or training from the start. I used to just play around with music for fun, but then I started to make freestyle videos, and they really enjoyed it. So I stopped taking it as a joke, and I decided to pursue it professionally, and that's what got me where I am today.
That's exciting. I mean, isn't it nice when we start out something on a really simple note, but then it gets really, really serious? Now, you've amassed a huge following on social media, and you know, you have a couple of videos that are quite creative, if you ask me. Behind your writing style, creating your own music, and building the amount of followers that you have, what would you say pushes you or inspires you to do what you do?
I can tell you that creativity is very important for any kind of project, be it music, art, or any other stuff. I believe that when you are creating something, it is very important you stay open-minded and you allow your imagination run wild. For me, I get inspired from my personal experiences, and most times other people's stories do inspire me to write my music. And you know, I use their inspiration to create something that is going to inspire others and that is going to entertain them. So basically, that's how I get inspiration for my crafts and my music.
So walk me through, like, you know, one of your most popular, you know, inspirations in the sense of what you've actually already put out there. What would you say your most recent creation inspired it?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so like you've put out a lot of songs. I know that you recently had a live session with Clouds. You've put out even skits as well. So look back at all the work you've done. Definitely. I want you to walk me through one of the projects you've worked on, what inspired it? Because I know when it comes to your ethos behind your sound, you focus on situations that pertain to morality. You know, you try to be respectful, and that's a really tough space to be in, because it's easier to just talk about what anybody wants to talk about, but you're very, very niche in a very, you know, moral way. That's something that you really, really hold strong. So putting that in perspective, think back on something you worked on that did so well, and then tell us what inspired that.
When people listen to my music, I want them to feel like they can change the world. They should not give up, because if you listen to most of the tracks I have out there is basically about motivation, also giving gratitude, and also apparently my songs are just to make people feel better, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's sweet. Tell me about your story, though. I'm curious. Most people who sing and write about not giving up, a hustle, have often had to go through that themselves. Am I correct?
Sorry, is that a question? Because I didn't catch it.
Yes, I said most people who have had to go through issues, like they've had to hustle, they think about the success, they think about not giving up. These are things that they have had to go through themselves. So is it something you can also say you had to endure as an individual?
I mean, if you listen to most of the lyrics, you can feel the sweat, the passion, the pain, and everything. So, I mean, being resilient, endurance, all these things are the sacrifices that you are as a creative. You have to just give out, like you have to make before stardom. So, I feel like, yeah, you have to endure before you reach where you are going, and yeah, that's it.
All right, well, Tolibian, I wish you all the best with your music. Thank you so much for joining me on Arise 360 today.